For more great content, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Showstopper. We have something very special this week. Now, I'm going to first bring in our resident Turkish expert first. Kots, welcome. I don't want to leak who we've got on the guest yet, but I feel like I want people to guess right now since we've got you on the show. But welcome, it's great to have you here.
Yeah, thanks so much. It is great being here. And yeah, it is a big question as to which Turkish player it is that I was doing yesterday. Yeah.
I mean, you might be doing some translations for us as well here, Kots. But without further ado, it is the prodigy of not just the Turkish scene, but EMEA scene. One player that everyone is talking about, everyone is afraid of right now on the server, and that is DeepMans from Wave. Hello, man. Welcome to the show.
Hello. I'm so happy to be there. I will answer some question, and I will be so happy now.
Yeah, I'm very happy to have you here. Now we're going to start our show always with the segment of tier list and roasting our tier list. Now, me and Kots have tier listed the teams playing in the VRL DACH region, the region that you're participating in, DeepMans. I'm going to send you the tier list on Discord in our group chat. Yeah. I'll send you Kots one first because I think his one is more controversial than mine. So let's start with a controversial pick.
Okay, so as the one on trial here, firstly, I did not mean to make it controversial. It just is.
I think it's a little bit controversial for me, but yeah, carry on.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, this is built on the most recent successes of the teams rather than their legacies, because like Sparks, for example, cruised their way through the open qualifiers, as we've all seen. So they deserve a shot at the higher S tier. I'm probably going to be flamed for this after they crash and burn, but still, I like to give them a chance alongside Wave, who has always done admirably, as part of the region. And the other teams are, along their successes in their open qualifiers and how they fared against their opponents. That's the explanation for my tier list, basically, their recent successes.
What do you make of this, DeepMans? Anything that you think is atrocious or you agree with?
Şu anda Desire ve MX'ten bir tık sıkıntı korkuyorum. Sadece onlar şu an bana korkutucu geliyor ama şu an çok iyi çalışıyoruz ve çoğu takımı yenebileceğimizi düşünüyorum. Sadece şu anda bizim ligimizde MX ve Desire bir tık korkutucu geliyor.
So basically you're just worried about Dyrus and MMX and that's it. You've been still working hard, but they still scare you.
Okay. That makes sense. I'll show you my list. So this is what I made. I was slightly more kind, I would say, but for me, I think, the S tier teams, the way that I tier listed it, is that I think the S tier teams are the ones that could play in VCT. This is like VCT level teams. And CGN came super close. Obviously, the mixed team with Alorante, who I believe is one of the best players still in the region. Like, I have to put them high up. The Sparks one, I kind of disagreed with you, Kots, on the Sparks one, because I feel like their bracket was just a bit easier than some of the other teams. Like, they didn't really play some of the really scary teams in this competition. Like, the fact that CGN had to play the mixed team is crazy. Like, those two teams are both super strong. But I just didn't think Sparks had those kind of opponents. And I also think, like, my A tier teams, I can see them doing quite well in DAC, the VRL. I think the S tier teams for me are the ones that are definitely gonna go to playoffs and like have a good chance of promotion. The A tier teams, I think, like, maybe I could see that happening. I like, it wouldn't surprise me. Whereas I think my B and C tiers, like, I would be really surprised if they like straight away make it to playoffs and then go into VCT. That's like the way that I made it. But yeah, DeepMans, what did you think of my list?
Yeah, I think your list is very good. My list right now, like I can say S tier, Wave, MX, and Desire, because MX team is like new, but their players is very good, you know, from Europe, and like Alorante and other players. It's very good right now.
Yeah.
And Desire is same as well. You know, Turco from Turkey.
Of course. Yeah.
And he's so good, and his team is so good also.
Oh.
I mean, if they work so much, we're gonna be like zorlanacağız bayağı. Burada,
yeah, it is going to be pretty hard, I think, too.
Yeah. I can say for A tier, Ovation and Focus, and GGN.
Okay.
I think GGN can be A tier. I mean, I don't know so much things about them, but I know some players from Ranked. Like, çok fazla bakmıyorum açıkçası o takımlara ama şu an sadece bizi zorlayabilecek Desire ve Ovation var. Aynı şekilde MX. Çok fazla öbür takımları bilmiyorum açıkçası. Çok ilgilenmiyorum yani.
So you don't care a lot about the other teams besides Desire's Ovation and MX?
Yeah.
Even though you've seen them in ranks quite some time?
Okay. Those are the big hitters. Where would you put your B and C tiers? Which teams you would put in there?
B tier, I think Sparks and Angry Titans is good for B tier. I don't know.
You're all going to see when Sparks makes playoffs in their front. You're all going to see.
To be fair, if Sparks makes playoffs, they would have to like play like an S tier team anyway. So you definitely you have the leg to stand on. So you have S, Wave, MMX. Sorry, I forgot what you said.
Wave, MX, and Desire.
Yeah, Desire. Okay.
For A tier, Ovation, GGN. For B tier, Sparks and Focus. I think C tier for only Angry Titans.
Damn. Okay, so our list was quite close. We were quite close. Yeah. Do you think that Wave will be the best team? You guys have the number one spot.
Yani takımımızdaki bütün oyuncular şu anda çok büyük potansiyele sahip. Daha önce kendini çok büyük bir şekilde göstermemiş olsa bile çok büyük potansiyele sahip. Şu an çok iyi çalışıyoruz ve en iyisi olabileceğimize inanıyoruz. Zaten benim şu an ilk takımım Wave ve bu yüzden çok çalışıyorum. En iyisi olabileceğimize inanıyorum.
So even though it's your first team, you believe in all the players, even though they haven't shown their potential yet to be the greatest in your region, as far as I understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I feel like you
quite
guys.
A statement.
Yeah, I also think you guys are going to be the one to beat out of all of the other teams. But yeah, let's move on to talk a little bit about the qualifiers and your journey so far. This year is your first kind of proper season competing. Yeah. You got to try to compete in the VCT Qualifiers. What was that experience like for you?
Benim için çok zorlu maçlardı ve ilk turnuvam olduğu için azıcık heyecan vardı tabii ki. Ama her zaman çok çalıştığım için çok iyi performans gösterdim turnuvada. Ama gerçekten İlk turnuvam olduğu için çok zorlandım ve özgüven gerekiyordu. Açıkçası o özgüveni kazandığımı düşünüyorum turnuvalarda ve iyi bir performans gösterdiğimi düşünüyorum o yüzden.
So as this was your first tournament, you had a hard time, but you still prevailed because you work harder than a lot of people. And since this was your first tournament, you needed a bit of confidence, but now you have it.
It's going to be very scary for the next time you guys compete. But yeah, Kots, I'll let you ask the next question.
Yeah. So this was an important qualifier for you. What was your most memorable moment from the qualifiers? Elemelerde en aklına kalan şey neydi?
Giants game'iydi. Yani Giants'a karşı oynadığımız maçtı sanırsam. Çünkü o maç acayip bir şekilde devleştim ve çok büyük bir özgüven kazandım. O maç gerçekten bayağı life game tarzı bir şey oldu. Çünkü her girdiğimiz site'da en az 3 kişiyi vuruyordum ve çok rahat bir şekilde roundları alıyorduk. Yani o maçı şu anda unutamayacağım bir maçtı yani o maç.
Wow. So the Giants game you can't forget even now because it was such an important game for you where you just got like into the beast mode. You took down 3 people whenever you entered a site and it was the game of your life for you at this point.
I mean,
Yeah.
going up against Russ too, what was that like? Because Russ is so like loved in Turkey and he's so kind of like it's considered as such a good player. So yeah, what was that experience like?
Yeah. Ona karşı oynamak çok farklı bir şeydi çünkü yani ben bir sene boyunca turnuvalarda oynayamadım ve bütün e-sporcuları izledim. O da en büyük oyunculardan biri şu anda community'deki. Yani ona karşı oynamak çok heyecan vericiydi ve çok tecrübe edindim yani.
Yeah, playing against him was hard because you haven't been playing for a year and you watched all the esports players from Turkey throughout that time, and now you've faced up against him, someone who's very admired in the Turkish scene.
I remember everybody was really excited about that game. Everyone in Turkey was like, oh my God. Speaking of Turkey, I'm sure you're aware of this, but a lot of people are calling you, the next cNed. People are comparing you to cNed. They're like, this guy reminds me of cNed. What do you think about cNed? And what do you think about, the conversation that you could be the next cNed?
Şu anda cNed bence dünyadaki en iyi jet oyuncusu. Şu an gerçekten o gibi başarılar elde etmek çok istiyorum. Ve bunun için acayip derecede çalışıyorum. Yani neden olmasın? İkinci bir cNed. Neden olmasın?
So you admire him and his successes, and you think he's the best jet player in the world. You want to achieve the same successes as he did, and you're working very hard for it. And yeah, that's very possible. That's very achievable for a talented player such as you.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, Kots.
Yeah. And you're a pro at a very young age. How long have you been playing games and how long have you been trying to go pro for? Yani ne kadar uzun süredir oynuyorsun ve pro olmaya çalışıyorsun?
Oyunun ilk çıktığı zamandan beri tek hedefim vardı e-sporcu olmak bu oyunda. Çünkü daha önce sadece Fortnite'da para kazanmıştım ve e-sporcu bir şekilde oynamıştım e-spor tarzı. Valorant'a geçince tek hedefim e-sporcu olmaktı ve yaklaşık 1,5 sene falan turnuva oynayamadım açıkçası. Bunun için de çok çalıştım turnuvalara oynayabilmek için. Ve turnuva geldiği zaman da şu anda da yok ediyorum.
Wow. So you've been playing since the game started and you've been trying to go pro for a long time, about a year and a half now. And now that you're here, you're destroying everyone. Yeah, I mean, that is very true.
A year and a half. So you were 14? 15?
No, I was 15. Yeah, 15.
Wow, that's very impressive.
By the way, I did not know you played Fortnite as a professional. That is very interesting to know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't play in any team, but I just make money from the tournament. I bought new PC for myself, and I started playing Valorant after the Fortnite. After I make money from Valorant, and I bought new PC for the play Valorant. Yeah.
Hustler, you're a hustler. Yeah, I mean, when it comes, you guys were you were so close to the VCT, that one game away from closed qualifier.
Yeah.
But for a roster where, you guys brought in new players, I think it was a very good result. But I want to get your opinions on the teams that did qualify for VCT. So BBL and Supermassive Blaze. How well do you think they're going to do in VCT?
Açıkçası rakipleri çok güçlü. Yani inanılmaz derecede güçlü takımlar ve o takımlar uzun süredir beraber oynuyor. Birkaç oyuncu değişikliği yapsa bile. Ama şu anda BBL'in oyuncuları Yinsu'nun da bildiği gibi çok güçlü oyuncular kişisel olarak. Aslan Maşalo, Power'a gibi birçok oyuncu var. Power zaten tecrübesiyle çok iyi IGL'lik yapıyor şu an BBL için. Aynı şekilde Supermassive'deki oyuncular da Aizi birçok maçı taşıyor şu anda.
Evet.
Yani iki takımın da başarılı olabileceğini düşünüyorum ama tabii ki şans gerekiyor. Çünkü oynadıkları rakipler Avrupa'nın en iyi takımları ve şu an zorlanacaklarını düşünüyorum açıkçası bayağı.
Yeah, so they're up against some of the strongest teams in the world. Strongest teams with rosters intact for a long time. But they're also powerful as individuals, as Yinsu knows, with BBL having Para as an qualified in-game leader and Aslan Machado, and SMB also having AZ carrying a lot of their games. So yeah, they require quite a bit of luck since they have such strong opponents. Yeah, but they're going to have a rough time, I bet. on this tournament.
Ooh, there's a copy pasta that I've been reading that's like, if BBL beats Guild and then week 2 we beat Fnatic, then we have enough points and then we're going to be top 3 in like 4 weeks or something. I love that copy pasta so much. But yeah, no, I think they're in a tough group. But one of the Turkish players is the current world champion. So, you know, I'm definitely pretty optimistic about them. But yeah, Kots?
Yeah, speaking of like great players, what's your favorite Valorant player to watch that's not you? Hani takip ettiğin, en sevdiğin Valorant oyuncusu hangisi? Sen olmak tabii.
Öyle hedef olarak yani keşke şu oyuncu olsa dediğim bir oyuncu yok. Hiçbir zaman böyle kendimi birisiyle karşılaştırmadım ama genel olarak cNed'i izliyorum. O Türk olduğu için herhalde. Ama onun harici böyle hedef aldığım bir oyuncu yok. Scrim vardır belki birkaç kere izlediğim ama genel olarak turnuvaları çok takip ediyorum. YouTube üzerinden izliyorum ya da Twitch'te canlı olarak.
So you don't really compare yourself to anyone, but you still watch a lot of cNed and Scream from time to time as you follow a lot of esports tournaments on Valorant.
Yeah. Is there anyone you'd like to meet? Like if you go to a LAN, is there anyone you'd be excited to meet?
It should be Scream.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I can tell you right now that everybody wants to be Scream and he's so nice. He is the nicest person. So I do hope you guys make that happen. Before we move on to the last bit, you know, you've mentioned a lot about working hard and putting the time in and kind of like getting better, gaining confidence. Do you feel like that is a difficult thing for you to do at such a young age? Because other people when they're 16, you know, they're not they don't fully understand you have to work hard. Maybe they want to go out. Maybe they want to like kind of relax and not having to worry about working. So what's your mindset like? And I guess, are you aware that you are so young in the scene right now?
Yeah. Bu açıkçası çok şeyle alakalı. Burayı keselim istiyorsanız bir daha başlayayım. Bu aslında daha çok şeyle alakalı. Genç oyuncuların çok fazla şans bulamaması e-spor olarak. Ben çok önceden başladığım için oyun oynamaya yaklaşık 11-12 yaşından beri oynadığım için bu hayalimi gerçekleştirdim. Şu anda FPS sadece 1-2 senedir yani Valorant'ı sadece FPS olarak oynadım ama kendimi çok geliştirdiğimi düşünüyorum. O yüzden yani şanslı olmak gerekiyor e-sporcu olmak için ve yaş da açıkçası şans gerekiyor yani 16 yaşında e-sporcu olabilmek için ya da 17 yaşında bazı şeylerin şanslı olması gerekiyor.
Yeah, that is very true. You need a lot of luck to be in esports at such a young age, at 15, at 16, and you've been playing games since you were 11 and you've been working hard. And there is a problem of young talent not having a chance, but you've succeeded through that, luckily.
Yeah. The opportunity thing, I think it's talked about a lot. Like Boaster, it took Boaster 7 years to go pro, so there's not a lot of opportunities in esports sometimes. Okay, let's move on to something a little bit more fun. We're going to talk about just get to know you a bit more. I'm going to start with asking you, because I love Turkish TV shows and movies. Like I'm watching Izil right now. I don't know if the two of you have seen Izil, but it's so good. I want to know, DeepMans, what's your favorite movie or TV show?
For Turkish movie or general?
Oh, both. You can give me both.
Both. Right now Konuşanlar izliyorum şu anda. Çünkü bayağı komik ve şu anda bayağı tutmuş bir şekilde izleniliyor Türkiye'de. Onun harici izlediğim ne var? Mahkum var, Türk dizisi. Yabancı izlediğim The Walking Dead var. O kadar.
So you watch Konuşanlar and Mahkum. They are very popular shows in Turkey right now.
Yeah.
And The Walking Dead is a very solid addition to that roster as well.
Oh, okay. What's the first TV show about? Like, what's the...
So I guess Medcezir.
Konuşanlar hakkında hani.
Evet, buraya kessek iyi olur. Konuşanlar hakkında ya orada aslında bel altı şakalar yapıldığı için biraz daha komik geliyor. Orada herkes rahatça konuşabiliyor. O yüzden bayağı komik bir Türk şeyi yani dizisi.
Yeah, it's just a very
Show.
funny Turkish stand-up show style of things where people make a lot of below-the-belt jokes. That's the point
Yeah.
of it, kind of.
Shizo showed me a TV show where it's like, I think it's similar to that, but it's like, I don't really understand it because the comedy is very like physical comedy, like crazy. People are like rolling down a mountain and stuff. Yeah.
That is very much Turkish comedy.
Oh yeah. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Kots.
Yeah, speaking of like, what's your favorite fruit? Speaking of nothing speaking of, because this is not related.
Favorite food?
Favorite fruit.
Like a banana, orange,
I
apple.
get it. It should be kiwi. I don't know. What? Yeah, kiwi.
Yeah. Do you eat it with the skin on or off?
No skin.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, there's your EU observer Zil that he eats the kiwi like an apple.
My mom cooking for myself, so I'm just eating. It's good.
Oh,
Yeah.
You're lucky.
Yeah.
You're lucky. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still on. How can someone eat kiwi with a skin? That's so rough.
You have to ask
better.
Zil.
I hope I will get a chance to ask that one day.
Yeah, he gets a lot of slack for it on Twitter because he'll post like himself like taking a bite like with the skin on out of the kiwi. Yeah. I don't know if you read much because I know you're playing a lot of games, but do you read? And if you read, do you have like a favorite book?
Açıkçası hiç kitap okumuyorum. Sıfır.
So you don't read any books? None? Zero?
Never.
I just read messy books when I was kid. Like I was trying to play professional football player. You know, I was trying myself. But
As all
after that,
Turkish kids do.
after I just focus esport games and no more football.
Who's your favorite football team? Who do you support?
Galatasaray.
Oh,
Yeah.
boo.
I agree with you, Sil.
I support Adana and we beat Galatasaray 2-0.
Yeah.
No, the day we beat Fenerbahce, that was a nice day. That was a very nice day.
That was a sad day for me. Still.
Oh, you're a Fenerbahce fan?
Yeah.
Oh, we have beef in this call.
Yeah.
We have beef. Okay, I'll move on to the next question.
Yeah, next
okay,
question.
no, you can move on to the next question. Now I know you don't read, but you will read when you're older. I think it's like as you get older, you'll read more. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. What's your favorite meal? Like out of all of them, what's your favorite thing to eat?
Mantı.
Oh, I know what that
Yeah.
is. Okay.
You know?
Yeah. I know.
It's best food for me.
It's you can get I like it because you can get varieties, like different kinds, right? Yeah, that's nice.
I don't want to comment on this because I have a very controversial opinion on mantı.
Yeah,
I don't like it.
is that allowed? Is that are you still Turkish?
No, they took away my card a few days back.
Well, I heard that all Turkish people like soğan and sarımsak. That's what I was told.
I mean, we do, but we don't eat it like whole.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what Shizo told me. He was like, if you want to stay healthy, like you have to eat soğan and sarımsak like once a week or something. But I think he lies to me sometimes. Yeah.
that is kind of accurate, though.
Oh, okay. That's good. Well, you don't read any books, but you must listen to music. What's your favorite music artist? Who do you listen to?
Like şu anda böyle favori bir rap sanatçısı yok aklımda ama sürekli rap dinliyorum. Turkish rap or English rap doesn't matter. Ama sadece İngilizce ve Türkçe şekilde rap dinliyorum.
So you just listen to a lot of rap. Turkish rap, English rap, doesn't matter. Not a artist per se, but a genre of music.
Is there a rap song that you'd recommend to me? Because I also like rap songs, but I've never listened to much Turkish rap, only English. Yeah. Is there one that? Tell me a song. I'll go listen to it, and I'll see if I like it.
Ezel. You can listen to Ezel music. I don't know like music name, but you can listen Ezel music.
Okay, I'll let Kots show me what it is. I'll let Kots show me what it is.
I'll show you what it is.
Yeah, you can show me. You can show me.
Okay, this is a good question because we talked a lot about this on the earlier segments. What's your favorite game outside of Valorant?
should be League of Legends. Yeah.
Oh, what do you play? What do you play?
I am Yasuo main.
Oh,
I am just
why?
Yeah, 800k.
Why? Are you? What's your rank? Do you have a high rank?
I was platinum, like on Europe account, but I have Turkish account as well. I mean, I'm just playing sometimes when I have time, like when I just boring in playing Valorant. I'm just switching the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm playing League of Legends sometimes.
Yeah, so
that's
there is a
cool.
chance you might have been defeating Yasuo on my team a couple of weeks ago.
No, I'm not feeding. I'm just trying to carry some games.
Oh, that's funny. I'm also a mid lane player, but I'm not as toxic as you. I'm also toxic, so I play like Katarina, Syndra,
Yeah.
Annie.
Katarina was my old main.
Yeah.
Like, I was
Yeah.
playing so much time.
I could tell. Do you watch any Turkish League of Legends? Because like there's so many, League of Legends player from Turkey that are quite like famous and big and well known now.
I'm watching Closer sometimes from YouTube because he's very good on League of Legends. Like I guess he was playing for 100 Thieves. If I don't,
He still is, yeah.
Yeah. He's a very good player. I'm just watching League of Legends sometimes for the improve myself as well. I'm trying to be good on League of Legends as well. Yeah.
Would you ever consider, like, if Valorant doesn't work out somehow, which I don't see that happening, or if you get bored of Valorant, would you ever consider going pro in League of Legends? Try that game?
I think it should be CSGO, not League of Legends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So League is just for fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so we already spoke about you want to meet Scream out of all the players, in real life, but it doesn't have to be gaming, but just like anybody in the world that you could meet. Who would you want to meet? Is it still Scream?
No, not Scream, but like ölmemiş olsaydı Atatürk olurdu.
I can respect that. Yeah, I would also want to meet Atatürk as well, if he wasn't dead. Yeah.
Oh, of course. Okay. Yeah, 07.
Yeah.
I did it right.
Yeah.
All right, Kots, I'll let you ask the deep question.
Oh, this is the deep question. What's your biggest fear? At such a young age, what's your biggest fear?
Fear? What was the fear?
Korku.
Like,
en korktuğun şey ne?
Oyunda mı, genel olarak mı?
Genel olarak hayatta. İkisini de cevaplayabilirsin aslında. Hem oyunda hem şeyde. For both gaming and in general.
Like, şu an aklımda herhangi bir şey yok ama bilmiyorum ne olabilirdi. Herhalde alemden birisini kaybetmek olabilirdi en büyük korkum. Yani onun harici böyle korkum yok yani.
Oyunda mesela besides loss of family.
Yeah. Oyunda herhalde sağ kolumu kaybetmek olabilirdi. Çok sağda oynadığım için sağ kolumu kaybetmek olabilirdi.
So it's losing your loved ones and losing your right arm. That's what your fear is.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's pretty valid. That's like a pretty valid fear. My biggest fear is dodging Breeze and then logging back in, lost points in my ranked, and then queuing again and then getting Breeze again. That's my biggest fear.
Yeah.
I hate that map.
I still don't understand why you hate that map.
Oh, it's the worst.
Breeze, it's big, it's good.
It's same for me, but it's split, not Breeze.
Oh,
It's split.
okay.
Yeah.
I mean, Breeze works for you because you can just like op, you can dash.
Yeah.
You're
It is
having the
good
time
for
of your
Breeze,
life.
for Icebox also.
Definitely.
Yeah. Split, I think, split for me, I'm the same. I don't like split. Only defense side is okay, but attack side on split is like, we'll talk about that another time. We'll talk about that forever. Now, as you know, every single year we have lots of LAN events. With Riot this year, we're going to get 3 events. If you could hold a Masters or a Champions Valorant, like anywhere in the world, that you could attend, which city or country would you want the event to be in?
Should be, I think, Paris, maybe.
Oh, why?
Yeah. I know, I just want to see Paris, like, on city. I just want to travel them. You know?
Very romantic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute. I thought you'd say like Istanbul or
That's what I thought as well.
No,
yeah.
I can go Istanbul every time, but I can't go Paris, every time.
That is true. That is true. That is true. Well, then maybe like outside of Europe or something, because I know a lot of players like Tokyo or like they want to go to Korea maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been to Paris for the League of Legends Worlds. It's okay. I think there's better cities, but I think if you really want to visit the city, it's definitely really fun. Like for the esports event, I think it was like okay, but for the city itself, like if you want to go there, we'll see. Maybe Riot will put one there.
Maybe after listening to this podcast, maybe they will.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we'll listen to DeepMans and put an event there. I'll let you. Kots, do you have any more questions? Because I've got one more, but I'll let you ask one more if you have one.
I'd say maybe what's your favorite thing to do outside of Valorant? Like not game, but stuff to do.
Motor sürmek sanırsam. Motor.
Whoa! You drive a motorcycle?
Yeah.
That's very cool to know. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the legal age to drive a motorcycle?
16.
It's very low.
16. Oh,
Yeah,
wow. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, we can maybe see you go racing in a motorcycle.
No, I don't want to die now. Yeah. I need to be best player in the Valorant after I can race,
That's true. Yeah. Okay, my last question is, obviously you guys know I love Turkey. I love your culture. I kind of have been trying to learn some more Turkish. I would love for you to teach me something that you like to say in Turkish. It can be rude. It could be like a napim or a banne or or like anything like that. A phrase maybe you use a lot in game, out of game, anything that you can teach me.
I think I'm using so much time from kardeşimsin,
Wait, what does that mean?
You're my brother.
Oh, Kardeş.
Oh, yeah, kardeşim.
Yeah.
Oh,
But when you die, you're saying just kardeşimsin, yapma.
It's like bro, come on.
Yeah.
Okay, I need you to slow it down for me. So I know the word Kardeş, that means brother.
Kardeşimsin.
Kardeşim. Kardeşim.
Kardeşim, just one shim or two shims?
One shim. Kardeşim. Kardeşim, come on, bro.
Okay.
that kind of energy.
Okay, what's the difference between that and like an Alan DeepMan? Like, what's the difference? Is it the same?
I know, it's same, I guess, yeah.
Oh, okay, so I know how to use it.
Yeah.
But is it like a toxic way of saying it, or is it like a friendly way?
No, I mean, some Turkish guy he can understand from the sound, If you say kardeşim, like he can understand like it's mean toxic,
Yeah.
If you just say kardeşim, it's okay,
Oh, but if I'm like kardeşim,
yeah,
okay.
It's mean toxic.
When I queue Istanbul, I remember this. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much, DeepMans. And thank you, Kots, as well, for joining me this week. This has been an absolute pleasure. Best of luck, DeepMans, in your league. And hopefully we get to see you in the promotional tournament, maybe for VCT. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, alongside Sparks, maybe.
Yeah, in a few weeks. If you guys at home enjoy this episode, drop us a like, subscribe, and we'll be back with another episode of Showstopper next week.